Yeah, so the detail on 5 swords, I was very sloppy on that. So details of 5 swords. We're going to hit this a little bit because Jeannie had questions on it, and I know you guys were asking about it last week as well. So we're going to start off by stepping with the left side force, inward block, and it's an open hand inward block. Chop down across the neck. Imagine like you're hitting the neck in 4 different ways. You're kind of across the bottom 4 different ways. So I block, and then I come down across the neck. On the way back, I'll go and just spear the ribs. And then chop down across the neck here as I step to the side, and then chop back up in the face. And then I step to the other side. Open hand, inward block. Sure. Step to the right side first. And then chop down across, spear the body, chop down with your palm up. Oh, if we do that, we step to the side, and then chop up, right? So the motion is open hand, inward block, chop down across the neck, spear to the body, palm up, chop down, or step off, and you chop down across the neck, and then spear up into the third. And then you step the other way. Inward block, chop, spear, step off to the side, chop down, chop up. Inward block, chop down, spear, step off, chop down, chop up. Right? Block, spear, chop, block, chop, spear, chop. Yes?
Yeah. No, just when you did it, like you did the second side first.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know that you start, because you're losing your second block down.
You go here, side kick, and you step to the right side. You do the right side. Right.
You did this.
I just did it block. You're supposed to do the right side first. Right? So let's just drill that down a couple of times on your own. So we're stepping into the right side first, block across, inward block, down, spear, step to the side a little bit, chop down, chop up, and then step into the block, inward block, down, spear, chop down, chop up, inward block, down, spear, chop down, chop up, inward block, down, spear. The other hand's just in the guard. You guys get that all figured out?
The first chop after the inward block is to the outside of the victim's body.
It would
To
be
the
to the
inside.
neck. So if I use my lovely assistant, Miss Archer, or it's just beating up for this move anyway. So let's say that she punches and I go block across. So if I was on the outside zone, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to block, and then my next chop is going to go to the neck, and then I'm going to hit whatever the rib cage is. And then I step off to the side as I hit the face of the neck, which hopefully is going to make her bend forward a little bit, and then I smash her into her face after that. Right? So from the other angle, just so you can see the other side, she punches with this hand. I come here, and then hitting the neck, screw the ribs, and then step off, right hit the neck. So, well,
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
And can I say we really appreciate the pace this week rather than typically? That's more our speed, literally.
I'm glad to hear it. Inside zone. Inside. So if you do a newer block though, that would be out. Yeah, good job. I'm up top. Sorry, you couldn't see us beating each other up. So we're just playing around with this. Do it back and forth to the partner. What you're going to do it is an inside zone move. So move back over. So is Miss Utter punches at me with, I don't know, her right hand. I block, inward block, and then I come down across her throat. I'm going to spear the midsection. And then I turn off to the side, and now as I chop and chop, everything is right there in my center line. Where before, when we did it off of the outside zone, which punches each other, right? And I do all of this. This can still be an okay strike, but now our arms kind of blocking everything else. So I found that the inside zone works better because now I'm right on the inside zone on every single one of those strikes. So now you're gonna do it back and forth to the partner, and it's just I throw the punch, she goes inside with the inward block, and then chop across the throat, spear to the body, chop down, and then chop up. Right? So do it like a couple of times back and forth to the partner just to get him feel for the move, and then we're plugging it back into the whole entire form. Did you say something? No, because they're still in. Flash hands. So this thing I go down and I steer back to the line. And then there's so that's this one here. And then this one. And then down on that, back up on it, down and I steer on it. On this side I chop down. Flip it over, bring it back. There you go. Yeah. Go with it. Yeah. All right, I'm done with her. So, back onto the whole performance again from the top. Long four kata, set. Kenpo kata. Long four. So for the second one of 5 stories, he goes, he's very certain with the left, it's the right foot steps across. And then punch across right hand side, left hand side on top. Punch top, right hand on top, left hand on top. You start with the right, punch top, left hand on top, right hand on top. What's that? what he does on this side, he goes right foot, left hand. And then he goes right foot, right hand. So the right foot kind of does the sweep on both. So if he doesn't always say it's a sweep, it just looks like a sweep. So I want you to see that he's dart, punch, chop, dart, punch, chop. Specific questions, Mr. and Mrs.?
So, can you go from, show us the transition from the 5 swords to that last little bit before the end?
That's the transition we were just chatting about. Sure.
Yes.
So we just went from 5 swords. Our left side was forward, and we did 5 swords. Pop, pop, pop. Boom, boom. My right foot steps across. Is my left hand does like an inverted dart motion, very similar to like when we finish ivory, and we go here, boom, 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 and I grab and I leg check and I do the inverted dart. Very similar. So when I get done with 5 swords, it's the inverted dart with the left hand coming up, and then you punch high with the right, low with the left, chop high with the left, low with the right. So imagine if the wonderfulness uttered. Here, girl. Come a little closer. Good job. So I'm going like punch, chop. Oh, sorry. So imagine like the punches, maybe I'm going high, low in the head and the neck, and then the chop could be the same, or it could be boom here, and then boom here. Right? So it's punch high, punch low, chop high, chop low. 1, 2. And then when you go to the other side, you do the opposite. So the left hand's on the top for the punch, right hand's on top for the chop. Right? So 1, 2, or, well, that's the way to say it, or 1, 2. And getting there is just as simple as basically just taking a step. Inverted dart, punch, chop, sweep, inverted dart, punch, chop, and then step back around, and we go. Did that help any?
Yes, and so when after you've done the first one, it's the right hand and the right hand doing the right leg and the right hand as you move to the left?
As I move to the left, yes. So I go this way, right foot steps, right hand does the dart, and then left hand on top of the punch, right hand on top of the chop.
Did you send this?
You couldn't see it anyway.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What if you did? What if you did? Yeah, what if you did?
Then I will stop.
Yeah. Okay, so where do you want to go from?
I have one question. If we do the second, you know, like after this part goes here, ivory. This one, from here, which hand ends up on top of it?
So on ivory.
Yeah.
Let's see. So from here, I step, brush fairy, break with the left, punch right hands on the top, trap with the right, back fist with the left hand goes to the shoulder, it's like dart, and then spear.
So like, I think I was doing the back fist because I couldn't remember how to get to this, like, to the fist. Like the eye top. But it's not.
Left hand, right hand on top. Left, right, left, right. Left hand raised, right hand on top, left hand on top, right hand on the right. Get it? Let me see.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it again. We have a couple more minutes to be able to do it, probably 2 more times. Or you getting that? That's probably about it. Yeah, six. Kenpo kata. Long four. Oh, that was terrible. You guys finish it?
Oh, yeah, we were able to keep up with you. The problem is that I stop about, when I stop, I'm probably 4 feet ahead of where I started. But
Oh,
that's the space limitations here.
right. Yeah, well, that you just have to kind of figure out on your own because
Are you supposed to end up in the same spot you started?
you should end up in the same spot you started. I end up just about in the same spot I started.
Okay.
By the time I take that step back, when I go here, punch, or punch, stop, and then I take that little cross step back, I'm pretty much right back where I started.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's do it again and see what happens. See if you end where you finish. Set. Kenpo kata. Long four. yes, 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 yes. See ya, yes, yes, see ya, yes, see ya, see ya, see ya. See ya, yes, see ya, aya, see ya, yes, aya, see ya, see ya, aya, see ya, yes, 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 see ya, yes, 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 see ya, yes, see ya, see ya, yes, see ya, see ya.
I thought it was right here, and I did it.
Yeah, I ended like 2 feet in front of where I started.
I understood the value.
We haven't ended yet. We're doing it on. All right, time. And any last minute questions about long foricata?
Just one, sir. I
Yes.
think I know the answer, but on the part where you go down on your knees, first the left knee, then the right knee.
Uh-huh.
You're making that, that downward and then over motion, whatever we call it, with your opposite arm that's touching, the opposite arm to the knee that you're bent on, right?
The opposite arm of the knee that you're bent on. Sure. So if my left knee goes down, my right hand is driving down and across.
Yep.
And then that does the back fist. And then when my right knee comes down, my left hand goes down across and then does the back.
Thank you. Well put.
You're welcome. All right, so there you go. That's it for Kenpo for tonight. So we have probably another couple of weeks of Kenpo, and then we're moving on to 40 beats.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. All right,
we'll
I'll see you in a few minutes for sticks.
see you in a few minutes, sir.
Okay.